a statue that was involved a bronze bust of George Floyd was defaced on Sunday morning in New York. Someone threw some paint at the idol to George Floyd, the great bronze icon of St. George of the blessed fake $20 bills or whatever. So what is this about? Why are we defacing monuments of George? Why is there a monument of George Floyd? I have no idea. Why are we defacing monuments of George Floyd? And why are we defacing monuments of Christopher Columbus, who was a good man? Why are we defacing monuments of George Washington, good man, of Abraham Lincoln, good? Why? Because we're disagreeing over what our national symbols are. Right? That's where a lot of this division comes from. We can't agree. The left wants our symbol to be this guy who was killed under sad circumstances, but who was also a career criminal, who robbed a pregnant woman at gunpoint, who did a ton of drugs, who was committing a crime and resisting arrest while he was killed. And so that's sad. It's sad when any man is killed, but very different than an innocent martyr. And the right wants our statues to be George Washington, Christopher Columbus, Thomas Jefferson, these great men who built our civilization. Which is it? We will not resolve this rancor and this division until we can agree on the shared symbols, because the symbols represent what the country is. And right now, we have no idea who we are, which is why people are trying to grab power as tightly as they can, whether they're in the government, they're in big tech, they're in industry, to clamp down and make that decision. That decision is being made right now. And we need to fight as hard as we can to keep the country that we want. I'm so glad you liked that clip. Stop what you're doing, ring the bell, subscribe. That way you'll get notifications for the whole episode of this podcast. Also, if you want to avoid the big tech censorship that has been pretty crazy lately, head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to The Michael Knowles Show. That is TheMichael, KNOWLESSHOW. Click subscribe, leave a 5-star review. Appreciate it. See you next time.